Greetings, folks. Welcome to another live stream, another afternoon, Saturday. And already I see we got some people here. Let's see. BMX Seeker, good to see you. Don't usually see you here. And Ramoga, usually see you. Gary, hello. And Mike, what do you say? Okay, let's see. I tried to watch the Joe and Danny show yesterday, but it didn't show up on my computer. I found it today and watched it. Yeah, because yeah, it was down for a while. Then I put it up again, so that's why it wasn't around when you were trying to watch it. But it's up now, and that's over, of course, on my other channel, Mayo Loves Mondays, which I also urge people to subscribe to that. Mayo Loves Mondays. We do the show with Danny and also some other stuff over there. We got a new rant video up there. So again, it happens to be one of these live streams where I don't have anything specifically to talk about. Hello, Dino. You probably remember the other day, yesterday, I accidentally blocked you, which I don't like doing. Sometimes you go to put a command on, and I wanted to delete a comment, but when I hit delete, a scroll went up and accidentally hit block. This is what happens sometimes. It's an accident. But I hope I've managed to unblock you. So when we do the next show over on the Mayo Loves Mondays channel, hopefully you'll be able to get on there. Let me know if there's a problem, or tell Danny, Your voice sounds a little rough. Are you okay? I'm okay. The only thing is I'm just trying to keep, I get a little self-conscious because, it's a little quiet here and there's somebody upstairs. It's hard. A lot of times I go on with Danny. We go back and forth at each other. Sometimes people listening. So, hello, Ronald. I have not seen the music video for the "Give Me Love" George Harrison song, but I've heard that there is one, and I think there's some merchandise or swag associated with it that's available. So let me get a drink. Always keep water handy, Try to do that anyway. Sometimes you do a live stream like this, especially if it's every week. Sometimes you're feeling a little really into it. Sometimes you're feeling like you just got to do it because you scheduled it. You got to follow through. Just sometimes that's all. You're more into it than others. Sometimes I'm not very much into it, but as I go along, you people help me get more into it. So, James Farley, how the hell are you? Okay, what Beatles and solo things do you think are most likely going to happen? Well, I've noticed there were a couple of YouTubers out there, at least two that I saw, that made videos about what they think might happen in 2026. I didn't watch them, to be honest with you, but there's just a lot of guessing. There's a lot of hope, maybe this, maybe that. I'm hoping, and I expect Rubber Soul to be released by this time next year, by the time the year's out. That's the only thing that I'm really expecting, to tell you the truth, as far as Beatles wise. Solo, I expect the John Camp, to have out the concerts for the 1-to-1 shows, the afternoon and the evening. Those are supposed to be out, and We got the Paul McCartney documentary, The Man on the Run, I think is coming out. I expect a Paul McCartney new album. I expect a new Ringo Starr album. I think Ringo's supposed to be having like a follow-up to his successful Look Up album that came out early this year. And maybe the George Camp will get around to another Bangladesh reissue. I don't know. Thank you very much, Black Chub Bear. You too. Okay, hi Jim. I just watched a noir that slipped through the cracks called Corridor of Mirrors. Features a young Christopher Lee very briefly. Well, what year are we talking about? I think he first got into the movies around 57, 56, 57, something like that. The new George music video is by the actor from Stranger Things. Not really sure what you're saying here, Mr. Bloodvest. A little lost. Beatley Tone did a long rundown of what he expects. He thinks London Town and Back to the Egg will be for December. Let us hope we get London Town and Back to the Egg. But, I still believe. I mean, I'm somebody who still believes that is a possibility. I'm one of those people that believes that. I'm not somebody who's given up on the idea. Well, not even just a possibility, but a likelihood. I mean, you could say anything is possible, but I think it's likely that we're going to get London Town and Back to the Egg. I don't know exactly when, but I believe it. 1948 for Christopher Lee. Holy cow. Okay, that's 10 years earlier. How's the neck? It's been better lately, I'm glad to say. Is Brides of Dracula worth checking out on Svengoolie tonight? Yes, it is. I think. I think it's one of Hammer's best vampire movies. I think it's well worth checking out. So if you do see it, let me know what you think of it. Hopefully, Rubber Soul around November. Maybe Beatles U.S. Albums Volume 2. Hopefully, London Town and Back to the Egg around October. Don't know. I have my guesses as well. I was almost going to jump in on that bandwagon, but I decided not to this time. Yeah, but I say bandwagon, and other people say bandwagon. Join the bandwagon. That's what happens in the Beatles community, right? I mean, it's just a matter of if there's a topic that we're all interested in. Whether it's anthology, whether it's figuring what's new for the Beatles and solo Beatles in 26, that's just something everybody talks about. Okay, how am I feeling after the procedure? We're talking about a dental procedure. I had a couple of back molars removed. I don't feel any pain or anything like that, but I had it. This is 8 days ago now. 8 days ago, I had the procedure, and it's no pain, but I can feel like I'm missing something. Like it doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? It feels like something's gone. It's not. You live a certain way for X number of decades, and all of a sudden you feel a little different. Hi, Douglas. Thank you for joining us. Okay, what do you think of Keith Richards telling the rest of the Stones to cancel 2026 European tour? Do you think that's the sign that the Stones might hang it up? I've heard that the Rolling Stones are going to have a new album coming out in the new year, or soon anyway. Personally, I think the last album, Hackney Diamonds, was so great that would have been the perfect way for them to end their recording career. I don't know. I've said that maybe the Stones should have stopped playing a long time ago, but hey, they still pull it off. Mick is in great shape. He still gets around the stage. He still sounds good. Why not? Why not? I don't know if I can't imagine them hanging it up. Can't imagine Mick stopping unless he has to stop. She is. How sweet it is. All right. I'm watching a lot of Jackie Gleason lately, a lot of Honeymooners, a lot of that kind of how sweet it is stuff he says at the end of the show. Okay. Cancel the tour because Keith said he has arthritis and is having some problems playing at his best. End it already. I mean, stop. I, I say that Mick is in good shape, but if Keith's having arthritis pains, stop. No more do you have to prove. You've been doing it since 1963, 62, 63. One of my Christmas plans, my girlfriend and I will be spending it with some family. What's my favorite John Lennon rock and roll song? When you say rock and roll, do you mean off the rock and roll album of oldies? Or do you mean just in general, like my favorite rock song, period, from John? Beatles and solo. I don't know. There you go. That's a possibility. Any John Lennon song. Okay. Maybe Meat City or New York City. The song New York City. The song New York City from Sometime in New York City. There you go. Or Meat City. Both of them have city in the title. I have not seen American Grindhouse. Interesting documentary about different directors. Yeah, I haven't seen it. By the way, if anybody here likes my rant videos when I rant, I have a rant video coming up. Hopefully after the show, I'll put it up. But it's not going to be on this channel, and it's not going to be on the other one that I have rant videos on. The one that's called Mayo Loves Mondays. Neither one. It's going to be on my movie channel because I have something to do with something I received in the mail. If any of you have complaints about receiving things a certain way in the mail, please check out very soon my channel, Mr. Cinemayo, because on the Mr. Cinemayo channel, I'm going to be discussing that. And it's this one right here. Mr. Cinemayo, I'll have that rant video up. As I've said before, rant videos, there may be some rant videos occasionally here. It depends what the topic is. Because this one has to do with something I ordered in the mail and it fits the Mr. Cinemayo channel, it's going to be on there. It depends what the topic is. If it's music, if I ever rant about something music, it'll be here. I tell you, it's best to belong to all three channels. The other one being Mayo Loves Mondays. Okay. 3 channels, the trifecta, the Mayo trifecta. Me, Mr. Mayo, Mayo Loves Mondays, and Mr. Cinemayo, because you never know what's going to appear. And some things that used to be here are now over there. So, or one of the two. So join the trifecta, Mayo trifecta. How's that? All right. Yeah, I have to say that Uncle Albert's my favorite song. I hate having to pick the big number 1 single as my favorite track, but I like the entire album of Ram, so. Yes, I feel very bad about Rob Reiner. I did a video about that over on my movie channel, Mr. Cinemayo. So, what's my favorite soundtrack album of all time? That depends if we're talking about, again, songs, like proper songs, or are we talking about incidental music? I mean, I love the soundtrack to the movie The Omega Man, Charlton Heston science fiction one. Otherwise, I mean, I love A Hard Day's Night soundtrack. I love the Help soundtrack. And when I say the Help soundtrack, I'm talking about the American version from Capitol with all the incidental music on it. One of my favorite and least favorite George Harrison solo songs. That's a tough one. A lot of times I say, Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth is one of my favorite George Harrison solo songs. I love Cheer Down is one of my favorites. It's Impossible. I love so many George Harrison solo songs. Blow Away, Cracker Box Palace. Some of my least favorites. I don't like the song "Save the World." I often pick "Save the World" as my least favorite George Harrison solo song. There's also that song "It Is He," Shay J. Krishna. Those are two songs I'm not wild about. Oh, another song that I love from George is from the Brainwashed album called "Any Road." So there are a lot of George Harrison songs that I love. What's up, Daniel? What did you think of the Beatles short film on the making of Free as a Bird, a song reborn? I loved it. I was almost going to make a video about it, but I didn't know what to say about it. It's a short film. It's one of those things that's so good it leaves you wanting more. I think the video is only like 5 minutes long, or too short, I should say, 5 minutes short. And it's great to see Paul, George, and Ringo working together, and George looking like he's kind of into it, and it just generally bringing back the vibe together. The Beatles in the studio, I really like it. Yeah, the Ram cover with Danny, I gotta say, it's really fun, and I'm glad you like it. Let's hear it for Danny.
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert. We're so sorry if we caused you any pain.
There you go. That's it. You can see more Danny and more stuff like that over at Mayo Loves Mondays, where I do the Joe and Danny show every Friday morning. I usually talk on the phone with a friend. I call somebody and I have a phone conversation while I'm walking, is what I usually do. And I haven't done the walking, as it may be obvious, in quite some time. I missed seems like a couple of weeks now. So the new year is right around the corner, and there's things on the table. So gotta get back to that. I know about the show Square Pegs, but I've never seen it. Who's the girl? Is that the one with Sarah Jessica Parker? I think so. I agree that Save the World is one of George's worst. Yeah. Hello, Neil, in Great Britain. Cheerio and all that sort of rot. How are you, mate? That sounds like an Australian accent I just did. Cheers, mate. Danny rocks. A lot of people like the Danster. The Danster. Hello. So I've never seen the Avatar films. I don't care to. And, you got to remember too, even though I have a movie channel, I'm not into all movies. I'm not making any claims that I'm a person who has seen every movie ever made or cares to see every movie ever made. That's another thing. I specialize in mostly horror, but it's not just horror, but I like older stuff. I owned a Sony Walkman cassette with the little earphones back in the day. Have you ever taken dance lessons at Arthur Murray's like Godzilla? You telling me that Godzilla took dancing lessons? Didn't know that. You have a Christmas Eve movie. Every time the subject of Christmas movies come up, I name the same ones all the time. I like Miracle on 34th Street. I like a movie called The Homecoming, A Christmas Story. That's the pilot film for the Waltons TV series. I love that movie. And also March of the Wooden Soldiers, a.k.a. Babes in Toyland, with Laurel and Hardy. Did I carry a boombox on my shoulder when I was younger? I wouldn't say it was a boombox. There was a period, I think around 1978-ish, when I was like 16, where I think I had a kind of a tape recorder, not one of the big boom boxes, but a little one that I might have carried around with me. That's the extent of my boombox history. Hello, Walkman. Yeah, I mean, I don't have pain, but I definitely feel like that, just different. I feel different, which is natural, and I'm wondering if I'm ever going to get used to it. So we'll see. Yeah, looks like Godzilla was doing the safety dance. That's true. I never thought of that. Men Without Hats. Great song. Did you watch Babes in Toyland? It was on today. No, but I have it on DVD, so I watch it at my leisure. I know you appreciate it. I know you appreciate it. Doesn't it get a little tired? You've told me in the past the Godzilla safety dance never gets old for you. Hi, Kimba. What's going on? Holly Jolly Christmas. I still have my Elvis records. I am thinking of getting rid of my Connie Francis albums. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who'll buy them, but I must have 60 or so of them over the years. If I can get a record store that's interested in getting a full collection of Connie, strangely enough, I will keep my Connie 45s, the picture sleeve. Star Trek 4, I'm familiar with that film. That's a lighthearted one, a little comical. Yeah, I know. It's because quotable lines in there. Like, for example, when they land in the spaceship and they're walking across, and I think Kirk or somebody says, "Remember where we parked?" I remember that. I'm not a big Star Trek fan, but I appreciate some of it. What are your thoughts on Pete Best's niece, being cast as John's Aunt Mimi? I hope this sparks a reunion of Pete, Paul, and Ringo. I still don't have any interest, I'll be honest with you, in those Beatle movies that are supposed to be coming out. I think now it's 2028, maybe. I have no comment on them, really. I mean, I don't know. I did make a video a while ago when I talked about the actors that were playing the Beatles themselves, based on their appearances. What I thought, I had several of my molars removed years ago. I don't miss them at all. My dentist keeps an eye on tooth movement, but so far, no problem. That's good. Very good. The Danny chat the other day was one of my favorites. Well, if Danny's watching right now, I hope he appreciates that. Danny likes to be liked, likes to be loved. Who doesn't? What's your favorite Three Stooges movie from the 50s? I actually like the 50s because Shemp is in there. I actually have a bunch of favorites. I could name short subjects, the short films, which ones I like. One of them is called Loose Loot. Loose Loot. Another one I like, let's see, Babysitter's Jitters. How's that for two right there? Yeah, I've seen Judy Norton, who plays Mary Ellen Walton from the Waltons, who played Mary Ellen Walton. She has a channel, and she doesn't just talk about the homecoming. She talks about all the episodes. I saw one time she's got a channel talking about it. Did you see that Bob Burns passed away? Yes, I did. And if you check out my movie channel, Mr. Cinemayo, please, I just did a video in honor of him. Yeah, he had an amazing collection of original monster and sci-fi props. Yeah, he had a lot of stuff. Crazy that Connie Francis got some recognition from that song Pretty Little Baby before her passing. It shows she was not forgotten. Yeah, I don't love that song. I don't know what the big deal is about it, but the actors they picked for the Beatles movie are ridiculously wrong. Yeah. Avatar is the worst. By the way, for those who don't know, if you like to talk about movies and television, anything like that, I have a movie show. I'm going to be changing the title to it. Something like Movie Monday with Mayo, or Monday Movies with Mayo. Get it? You got it. That's over at the Mr. Cinemayo channel. So please subscribe. Like I say, there's all kinds of content on the trifecta of Mr. Mayo channels. The Godzilla dance makes me laugh the same way the Three Stooges do. I don't know why. It's delightfully silly. That's probably why. I don't think Pete Best has met any of the Beatles ever since he was dismissed back in 1962. I don't think he ever has met any of them. It would be nice for a meeting. It would be nice. Another name change? No, the channel's name is not changed. Just right now, I'm calling my movie show like Movie Chat or something, something generic. I'm going to call it now Mayo's Movie Mondays. Not the channel name hasn't changed, just the name of the the talk show has changed. All of Mayo's channels are fun, entertaining, and informative. Well, I'm sure not everybody agrees, but thank you. And anybody want to try them out, man? I'm looking to get more people there. Among my souvenirs is a pretty good Connie Francis song. I would go along with that. Otay. Okay, Ringo is coming to San Jose. I live in this San Francisco Bay Area and can't wait to see him for the first time. Tickets are $150, super reasonable. That's good today. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I go along with that. So what's on everybody's so-called minds? Every time I say that, it's from a movie from 1987 called Stakeout. And there's a part where Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez are cops, partners. And the police chief wants to talk to them. And he wants to ream them out for something they did wrong. And he says, let me talk to you guys. And he goes, what's on your so-called mind? I love it. All right. Who is your favorite stooge, Mo or Larry, and why? Well, Mo's my favorite. I don't know. I like his nastiness. I don't know. Overbearingness. I don't know. Have you ever thought about interviewing TV, movie, and musical stars from the past? I should do more than I do. I mean, I haven't really done any. I haven't. Most of the people that I want to talk to, I think, are not with us anymore. Most of them. Funny thing is, I used to talk to movie personalities. I have audio tapes, cassette tapes on audio before I was ever on YouTube. Christmas Day films, the ones I mentioned before will be Christmas Day films too. Keep all your channels at the top of my screen in favorites. I can easily skip between channels with no problem at all. And don't forget, still, even though now I'm separating everything, 3 different channels, which is a lot of work, every now and then I do still, you got it, I still do think to myself, why didn't I just put all this stuff here together on one channel? You've heard this a million times, right? I know it gets tiring, but hearing it. Let's see. I once heard his Howard Stern interview with Paul, right, where they talked about Pete, and Paul said, I know his brother, I know the family, and we chat. Oh, I don't remember that part, but I do remember Howard Stern a few times where Paul was on Howard Stern. My favorite is Three Stooges Meet Hercules, sentimental favorite. Saw it on release at a Saturday matinee. That one's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Is that Ringo ad the first thing Mikey's given away? No, Mikey's been very generous. Mikey has given me a couple of gifts in the past. He doesn't have to, but he has. That's very nice of him. What are your thoughts on Hofner stopping the production of their projects? Well, it doesn't affect me at all. I don't really care. But if I was somebody who played this, I might feel bad and sentimental about it. But have you seen the new Spielberg trailer? Are they trying to prepare us? What is it for? I don't know. What are your favorite parts in Babes in Toyland, aka March of the Wooden Soldiers? Oh, well, there are a lot of good scenes in there. One of the good scenes is so many. How do you pick one? The dunking scene when they're getting dunked. And they're making them pay for their crime, so to speak. And then, Ali gets dunked in the water, and then they drop all charges. And Stan says, isn't this great? I don't have to get wet. And then, Ali says, do you mean to tell me he doesn't have to be dunked? And he says, that's right. And he goes, is that so? He pushes him in the water. I know. If you didn't see the movie, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, that's one of the many scenes. I saw there is a John Lennon impersonator who looks exactly like him from around Imagine Time, a little shorter hair, I think, glasses. What's your favorite Three Stooges short with Curly? I'm not a big Curly fan, and that's the crazy thing. I thinking here. You might be surprised if I say his last one that he had, and I forget the name. Wow, I know the name of it. Isn't this amazing? I know the name like I know the Beatles names, but I can't think. Half Wits Holiday. That's one of my. It's Curly's last one, where sadly he had the stroke on the set that finished in the middle of it that made him stop working. But I like that one quite a bit. Yeah, I'm going to try to be fair to Curly. There's got to be like a lot of other ones I like, but I'm drawing a blank. I also like, I think it's Idiots Deluxe. It's one when they go to a cabin in the woods for Mo's nerves. His nerves need calming. So they go to a cabin and there's a bear loose. That's another one I like. Do you think Sean would ever let you interview him? You never know if you don't ask. Well, when I did meet him, I just kind of said, maybe someday we can do an interview. And he seemed receptive to the idea. I don't know whether he was just being, pleasant or whether he would want to. Remember the Night, his favorite Christmas film. Do you think that we'll ever get another Friday the 13th movie? I hope so. The problem with the Friday the 13th franchise is that I believe it's in limbo because of rights, arguments and who owns what names and stuff like that. That's why we don't have another one. But there's supposed to be a TV series, Friday the 13th TV series coming out called Crystal Lake or something. I think it's called Crystal Lake. Again, I love talking about movies. Nothing wrong. We can talk about just about anything here. No politics or anything like that. But, keep a lot of this. Those of you who want to talk movies, save it for the movie channel too. Please, we'd like to see you over there when we do our live movie show every Monday. Okay, hello. Did you ever realize the difference between mono and stereo versions of Don't Pass Me By? It's night and day. Yes, and I much prefer the stereo version. Much prefer the stereo. Yeah, I was going to mention this scene too. Yeah, in the big box, Ollie's hiding in the big box, and it's like, good night, Ollie. Good night, Stanley. Ooh, good night, Ollie. I don't know what red vines are. I don't know what red vines are. Hello, Matchstick Man. What's the good word? It's time to take another break because I'm caught up for this second, I'm caught up. Okay. I did not like A Christmas Story. I think it's one of the most overrated things ever. So there you go. Never really liked it. I did a somewhat review on that either last year or the year before. I think it was last year. Can't remember. Okay. I know it's a classic. They play it all day long, 24 hours on Christmas or something. Jeez. Is it once enough? Every Christmas? When should we expect a new cup change? Well, if you look up there, this yellow thing here, this is a cup. This is a Jaws cup. If you ever saw the movie Jaws, they have barrels. They shoot them into the shark, these big barrels. Well, for merchandise for the 50th anniversary of Jaws, it's a drinking cup. And I was almost going to use that. But then again, this is my traditional cup, so I don't know. Water, or are you back to tea? Oh no, I drink. I've been drinking water for years on live streams. Sometimes I have tea in the mornings. I haven't been drinking tea lately because I got the oral surgery down back here, so I'm kind of leaving that alone. Do you have any Beatles cups or mugs? I certainly do, and sometimes on my other channel, Mayo Loves Mondays, when I'm on in the morning doing a morning show, I'll drink out of the Yellow Submarine cup. What's your favorite Beatles song from the album Help? These days, it's The Night Before. Let's see. Okay, hi there. Just watched Frederick March and Spencer Tracy Jekyll movies from 31 and 41. Curious about your opinion on them. I think the Frederick March, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde still holds up. It's kind of creepy and scary, and Mr. Hyde, even today, is very effectively sadistic and scary in it. I think it's a great performance by Frederick March, who won an award for his performance. Now, Spencer Tracy, I like Spencer Tracy, but his Jekyll and Hyde, I think it's weak compared to the other one. It's just the way I feel. I don't. Well, I like Elton John, and I have compilations of his stuff from like 1970 to like 86 or so 80s. I have like I think 3 different CDs of his compilations, but I don't collect him. Let's see. I saw a video on the Beatles' worst solo albums. They had Driving Rain for Paul, which I'd go along with that probably. The New York, sometime in New York City, for John. It's not my opinion. I can understand why it's considered his worst, and I don't agree with Bad Boy. I think Bad Boy is a good Ringo album from the 70s. I think it's better than the album that came before it, Ringo the Fourth, and I think that gets lumped in with the rest of his late 70s albums unfairly. And for Gone Troppo for George, yeah, it's a very, very laid back. It's almost just a dull album. It's dull. I don't like Gone Troppo that much. I don't know if that's my least favorite or is it extra texture? I don't know. Do you like that high-pitched falsetto stuff that no one understands, and tell me why? Yeah, I like it, but I think after all these decades, I think they're saying something like, is there anything I can do? Or something like that. If there's anything I can do, something like that. You're going to lose that girl from Help. That used to be my favorite Help song when I was growing up. His Jekyll is kind of goofy for sure. Okay, I don't know if you're talking about. We talk about Frederick March's Jekyll, because if you are, I think it is a little over the top dramatic. It is overly like dramatic, yeah. Billy Idol, I mean, come on, are you kidding? Here's the thing, Dino. There's my favorite line. That's it. Does that mean that I like Billy Idol because I like 4 songs? I don't care, honestly. Yes, I've seen outtakes from Jaws. Absolutely. What's up, Doc? Doc, let me know if you feel like coming up. Can we agree that Cloud9 has the goofiest album cover across all Beatledom? I wonder if this is my nephew. I don't know, because I don't think it's a goofy cover, maybe because I'm from a different time. But I know my nephew and his girlfriend always joke around about the cover, saying things against it. Doesn't bother me. I like it. And You're going to lose that girl has amazing marimba percussion by Ringo. Okay, hold on, Doc. Let me just get it together here. I got to send a link. It's taking a long time. It always takes a long time. I press the paste button, but it takes forever for the image to appear. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. There it is. It takes a while sometimes. I like some Joni Mitchell songs. There you go. Got to keep that handy. Got to keep it very handy. Dun, 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 dun. Got the Docster back there. Here he is already. Docster. That was quick.
The Dockster? That's a new one.
Doc,
I've been called different things, but never that. So,
yeah.
hello, hello.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Listen, Doc, thanks for helping me out. He's been helping me out with some clips lately that I've been showing here, like the 16:9 Godzilla rectangle and the Ringo one. Because I got to tell you, folks, I can't stand football. I've never liked football. Can't stand football. There's only one thing about football I like, and it lasts just a few seconds. This is the only thing that I'm going to show you is the only thing I want to see about football.
Hey, are you ready for some football? Yes, it's Monday night. Let's go!
Doc, you better watch out because it's one thing for a little clip here and there to ask for, but there's situations where I want a line from a movie and I got to look up, like if a movie's like an hour and a half and I say, gee, at 43 minutes, there's a line. I don't know if that's too much, but there's a couple of lines I need. And maybe down the future, I'll ask if you can get them.
I just did one this afternoon from a movie that Movies was playing this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Got Frank Sinatra in the brain. Jimmy Durante playing Jingle Bells on the piano.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, that's something I could use. So I had to download the whole movie and kind of find that, okay, there it is, and pluck it out and edit it out and whatnot. So,
yeah, you got Ramoga is the biggest fan of the Godzilla clip. I mean, I don't want to overdo it, but he can't get enough of it,
Wow, it looks like the safety dance.
Sounds familiar. Oh, come on, you're gonna make me flash this all the time, right?
Same thing. Welcome back, my
I'm
friends.
sorry, I didn't realize it was Doc. You were asking. Sorry.
Yeah, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
There you go.
I have a fake one.
I have a real one with the card stuck in there, but I'm going to be getting rid of all this stuff.
Is it handy? I don't know. Oh. Ta-da.
Yeah, that's the best you can do, huh?
Yep.
I saw you that little chubby soda thing. What the hell is that?
The stores have been bringing in these little 250 milliliter things for 50 cents with a range of flavors. And I went, oh, look, bananas. So, but I only bought one. So
Cowboys could have used Ringo this year.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, anyway, what's going on, Doc? Come on, what's going on these days? I know you got your own thing going on your channel, but
well,
usually...
if you people tune in this exact same time tomorrow, we have another show starring.
And let's be honest, that's why he's here.
Oh, I'm here to chill.
He's here to chill. No, he's here. He came here many times. He's been here many years.
Yeah, I've been around a while. Hello.
Look at these questions. Do you dream about the Fab Four? Look, I'm not ashamed to admit once in a while I have a dream that maybe I'm trying to meet Paul or meet Ringo or something. No big deal. I can't help what I dream.
I've met many a recording star and played with them too. So I had one the other night, but I forget who it was I was playing with.
Do you have a best and worst Beatles Christmas fan club message?
Oh,
I don't know if you mean the messages or the discs, like the pictures, covers. I don't know what you mean.
I looked, assuming he's talking about the.
Well, the messages. I was listening last night to a Beatles show. Rob Leonard does a Friday night show, and I was in the car. I listen when I'm in the car, and he played one of the messages. I think 65. And I tell you, I'm done with these, man. I've heard them a million times. It's the one when they're like bored at the end and they're going, yesterday, and it's all my troubles. So and I'm like, this is just desperate. Even my girlfriend was listening. She's like, oh, come on already. And they kept trying to end it, and the guy wouldn't put the red light on, like, let's red light off. Wouldn't take the red light off. Recording line. Like, come on. All right, fade it there, Charlie. It's like, yeah, it's Christmas Day. I'm like, come on, man. I'm done. I like the 69 one these days, but I'm sorry. John and Yoko one I like a lot. And I like the first one. I like 63. My favorite ones are 63, 64, 68, and 69. The first two and the last two. If 65, 6, and 7, yeah. Well, gee. Matches, candles. Happy Christmas.
Wow.
Crude, right? That's crude.
So that is crude?
Doc, on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, we should be. So, look, Saturday. Oh, you mean Saturday today? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, twice a week. Although Christmas is coming up on Thursday, so I'm thinking of doing Christmas Eve soup instead.
Well, so am I thinking of that. So
Oh no!
Because I got to be stuck going to that place, that detention center Wednesday for some kind of thing she's doing, and I'll have to be sitting there. It'll be a long time. I'll be there. It'll be 3 hours or 4 hours or something. I don't know. I got to see.
Well, I don't blame you for that. But no, I didn't get Anthology 4. They said come back next week.
Come on. How far is the drive from you?
It's a walk.
Oh, the walk. Okay.
It's my neighborhood record store. It's like I don't know, 6 blocks away, 7 blocks.
Haven't you done videos in the past where there was somewhere you were driving to get to a store? Or was that COVID?
That would be the mall store.
Oh, okay.
So that's a bit of a walk if I were to do it. But no, my neighborhood record store is like 7 blocks away. So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of walking, sometime. But
well, this is very common because I can't help it. I never think about work. I don't care. But every once in a while, I have a dream.
Mm-hmm. I know. And you might have heard me tell it on one of my shows, but they actually told me, go to the mall store and get it. I ordered it through you guys. I put an order in, and you're telling me to go away. So that's not very nice of them.
Well, the way I don't know how much my collection's worth, but the way I'm feeling these days, just to get 50,000 to get what do you call them? Implants, dental implant. I will. I'll take 50 grand and be done with it. If you want everything. So there you go.
Hello, James. Hello.
Yeah, I do. And guess what's been in my head lately? Believe it or not, chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chimney.
No.
Why? What happened?
We were just watching Mary Poppins 2 days ago.
Oh, really? What? I mean, that's a total coincidence. Yes. And the part that goes, "Oh, blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too." I'm like, I kept saying, I get up and I start hearing that part.
Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height.
Yeah, it's a jolly holiday with Mary.
We were watching Mary Poppins a couple days ago, so yeah.
I got to tell you, I saw that as a kid, but it was on cable recently, and I watched about 20 minutes of it. It's very it looks so it's so stage bound. All the houses like on a stage. It's terrible, man. They're outside. It looks like they're
obviously on sound stages, but the new one looks better because we were on a Mary Poppins kick, so we watched Mary Poppins, Saving Mr. Banks, and then Mary Poppins Returns.
Who's we?
Me and Boo Boo.
Oh, really? You've watched those? So you and Boo Boo got together, watched Mary Poppins movies.
He asked for it, actually. He says, if you...
Wow.
said wow too, and I said, yeah, I got it right. She said, we gotta watch that. So we watched that. We watched Saving Mr. Banks, and yesterday we watched Mary Poppins Returns.
You know, I learned something because when I was in the comments of one of these videos with Dick Van Dyke, I didn't realize that what happened to the boy who played Michael Banks.
Okay.
He passed away at 21 because he got some bad meat. He went on vacation and got bad meat and got, I think in India, and he got hepatitis and died from it when he was 21. Meanwhile, you got that's weird in life. You got like he's over there singing with Dick Van Dyke and dancing with Dick Van Dyke in the movie, and Dick Van Dyke is like 40 or something, whatever he was, and this kid's like a kid, and then Dick Van Dyke lives to 100, and this kid dies at 21. It's just weird, a strange world.
Yeah, that's Mary Poppins Returns. I liked it fine, but I had a little problem with Emily Blunt. I find she is too strict looking.
She's cute though. Oh, she's cute.
She's fine, but like Julie Andrews would be happy, and sure they're having a jolly holiday and all that, but Emily Blunt rarely smiled. I thought, come on.
That's what she's supposed to be, happy and cheery, Mary Poppins, right?
Well, I found her to be less cheery, but it was a good movie. I did like it. Am I going to watch Batman? You got to be more specific. Which one?
Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. I want to see. I mean, I've seen bits of it. I've never seen it all the way. I've seen bits of it. I want to see Batman and Robin. I don't care how it's supposed to be terrible. I want to see. I saw the scene where he's going like, sing, dance. Like what Arnold is like, go ahead. What does he say? Sing. And he's making the people sing. And I want to see Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Come on, man. I have no problem with that.
Actually, Uma Thurman saves the movie. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yes, Arnold is a bit over the top and such, but they tried to make it more like the old TV series.
Yeah, well, the TV series is like that. So why not?
People were complaining, oh, it's too dark. Oh, it's too serious. So they tried to make a fun one, and then everybody went, oh, it's too stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, as far as Seller's Remorse records, for a while I was thinking maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Mind Games Cube, but I don't know. I mean, not really. I mean, I can't think of anything. If I have to think about it, then there can't be anything that's pressing. Somebody remind me, because it probably, and sometimes I don't remember when you get older. And some people say, "Oh, but Joe, you said once this one you wanted to get back," and you remind me. Albert Brooks, yes, indeed. What kind of question is this, Neil? If a space alien landed on your lawn, what would be the first Beatles song you'd play for it? Jeez. Do you have an answer for that one? Because I don't have one. I have not seen Jennifer 8.
No, but I've been meaning to watch this one.
It's upside down.
Okay. The American President.
American President.
Rob Reiner movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I plucked it out of the thing and says, I'm going to watch that thing, and I still haven't yet. So.
Play Mr. Moonlight for the alien. He'll hightail it right back.
Go home, maybe.
I also think it's underrated, Mr. Moonlight. I don't love it, but it's underrated. Come on, it's enjoyable enough.
Vocal performance that's just stunning. It's right up there with Twist and Shout and stuff. Like, come on.
Maybe Carnival of Light. We could play.
Oh yeah, block that kick. Sure, that'll work.
I get this question all the time. There's nothing of value in my collection. Don't bother trying to break in. No, I really don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't think I have. I always say I don't think I have anything that valuable. I think the Paul McCartney autograph that I got. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know Doc's
looking. Yeah, I don't have any autographs, but I just got this recently.
Is that a real one from the 60s?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I looked it up on eBay just to see what they'd be going for, and over $200. So don't drop it.
It's funny because the first movie I ever saw Denzel Washington, I think was his debut. It was a George Segal comedy from 1981 called Carbon Copy. And it was about this rich, wealthy guy in California who finds out that he has a black son played by Denzel Washington. And the movie says on it, I remember watching a videotape of it with my departed friend Mike. And the videotape, it said at the credits say, introducing Denzel Washington. They thought he was going to be this big star, introducing Denzel. And he did turn out to be a big star. So anyway, I didn't think much of him in that movie. But since then, I think Denzel Washington is a fine actor.
Fine actor.
I most certainly believe that John Lennon thought he saw a UFO. That's right, but I don't believe it was. But what can I tell you? May Pang also saw it.
Ooh.
August 23rd, 1974, or somewhere close to that. It could be 20-something, but 20-something. See, folks, I'm gonna take a moment to talk about my issue because I'm missing the two back molars, and as I speak, no pain, but I could tell. Just tell you're used to speaking for 60-something years. I can tell something's not right. Hope I get used to it. End of wine.
Put it in
cheese. What's that?
You must have put it in backwards.
Put it in backwards.
Or whatever you had there. Like, didn't you?
I have nothing. I have nothing there. Right. Presently, I have nothing there. Empty space.
Oh, I thought there was supposed to be like a bridge or a crown.
Yeah, well, pony up, Doc. Give me some. Somebody out there. Hey, anybody want to contribute? Anybody want to contribute a few thousand right now to help me get some, a bridge or something back there? A bridge too far. Your most valuable piece used to be the Mind Games Cube. That could be. Yeah, it still may be I don't know if it's worth anything. The George Harrison All Things Must Pass crate. Exactly. Yeah, this is true. Kimba says, relating to the teeth, it's like a phantom feeling. It's weird, man. It's weird.
Yeah. How long has it been?
8 days.
You still got time to get used to it, perhaps.
Yeah.
But then you're going back in February, right?
I'm not going. I have no plans to go back well, I'm going back in January just to get looked at. But the thing is, see, this kind of conversation is more suited what I do at my other channel, Mayo Loves Mondays. It's a life channel. But anyway, the only thing weird that you don't think of is now the teeth, other little teeth are touching. You know, if you close your mouth, your back teeth touch. Grind. Yours don't. Anyway. I thought they did with people. But anyway, now it's these that are touching, and they're not supposed to touch. Those are not supposed to touch.
I believe I broke my jaw a year ago, and I still click, you know?
Really? Oh.
If I move the jaw, or...
You got it made, Doc. You have too much fun. Now, a member of KISS is 80? Are you kidding?
I think he was the oldest of the bunch in the...
I don't think any other ones hit 80 yet, you know? Yeah, the Invaders. I know about that show. Defending Your Life. Oh, Meryl Streep is in that. I know that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of movies and stories about that. I do not have a ticket, but I'm going to tell you, I've said this before, and I mean this with all my heart and soul. People think I'm lying. I don't want to win 1.5 billion. I don't. Not at this age. When I was like, if I was like 25, maybe, I don't want to win $1 billion. I would be happy winning like 1 million to I know 1 million is not enough these days. 3 million, 4 million. Honestly, if I could just win like, I mean this, 200 grand. That's all I want. Just a quick 200 grand, get some dental work done, put a little bit in the bank, build it. I'm 60, going to be 64 next year, for God's sake. I mean, how much money do I need in the scores of life I've got left? Not 1.5 billion. What do you say, Doc?
I'd buy Mikey Arugula's house.
Is this true? I hope not, because I like that he was finally embracing his.
I don't know. I've seen a few AI stuff come up.
Oh.
Got brown hair. I'm going.
You guys are big on that
I
AI
don't think so.
crap. So tired of AI. I've told you. I keep saying this every time I was on Docs the other night complaining about it. It's like, and so many people love it. They think it's so much fun. It's so cool. You're not going to think it's cool what they're doing with it in a couple of years. I'm tired of it. I saw a picture for just one that comes to a couple that come to mind. One of them was Sean and Julian. They're singing in the picture. It's a still picture. And it says they get together on December 8th to do Imagine for John. And it looked real. I mean, it looked real to me. And I'm like, that can't be. I would have heard about this. But the fact that you got to question your own eyes now on everything is a problem. Like, what, for new people one day, you'll see this. I keep showing this. You'll see this, and they'll say, that's AI.
People
whatever.
don't get it anymore.
Because they don't know. They're not going to know what. You're not going to know. You're going to be questioning real pictures, and you're going to be thinking AI is real. That's a freaking problem. Nobody realized that. It's a problem. I saw a thing with Billy Crystal where he supposedly was pretty broken down about his friend Rob Reiner. It's AI. It wasn't really Billy talking about it.
Well, all these ones that have porch pirates and all that kind of stuff. There are people out there that believe they're real. I'm going, no, look at the welcome mat is spelled wrong. There are hints in it that it's not right.
The Beatles lunchbox thermos. Do you have one, Doc?
I don't have one.
Because I don't have one.
My lunchbox when I was going to little school, there was just a plain little red box with a handle on it. Had no pictures, no nothing.
Yeah. Ace didn't make it that far.
Neither did Eric Carr.
Yes, I did meet Forrest Ackerman. Absolutely, I did. He the famous at the time publisher of Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine, which now I'm realizing that I'm wearing the shirt. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you're the only person who finds Kiss mediocre.
They had some good songs, but on a whole, they were kind of on the okay. It was a little better than kindergarten music.
Joe, I keep getting ads popping up over top of chat. Anybody else getting that? Because I have it off. You can put that on if you want, and I have it off, I believe. I don't know. Anybody else getting that?
I wasn't getting it.
I think the Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth video should have been AI, but that's just me. Thank you, Gary. I'll take you up on that deal if you win. If you win. A picture used to be worth 1,000 words. Now it's worthless.
Yeah, I don't think there are any alligators eating puppies. I don't think that's real.
You see, one day there will be one. There may be it could be a real video. They'll say, "Oh, this is just another AI video."
Wow, and then we won't believe it. It says, just another AI.
Yeah. So, what do you think? I don't know what this is in reference to.
That's the new stadium in Las Vegas. That's all, very technical stuff. It's like think of IMAX on a dome, I guess, right? So, but yeah, they have concerts there and movies and stuff. Oh, Calling Dr. Love, I like that one. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's not one of my. I remember making fun of that song in one of my reviews.
Oh, really? That's one you
that
got.
album. I'm the doctor. I think Gene Simmons wrote that one. Am I right? And it's just like I am your doctor of love. I am Dr. Love. I am your doctor of love. It was like, come on, can you write? Right song.
And Christine 16 is another one that.
That one's all right to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Hope I'm allowed to say it. You know, the song. I mean,
Sounds like Gary's been to the Sphere. I've seen stuff on YouTube about it. Oh, I don't know what that meant. Steve Zahn. Where?
it's funny. Like Danny sometimes. Danny says to me, "Do you ever like call anybody else names? Do you ever yell at anybody else when you have them on?" I said, "They don't annoy me.
Ooh.
Like Doc, it doesn't annoy me."
How could I annoy you?
No, don't.
I annoy other people. I know that.
Well, you do. Who you annoy?
I'm not sure who, but once I put up a poll about my channel, like what do you like and what don't you like, and a couple of them said we don't like the people on it. I'm going like, oh, that's not very nice. Oh, you don't love me.
This is Kiss's best song, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if Kiss fans think it's disco and it's silly. I love it, and I like Strutter.
And Strutter's fine.
I like
Rock
that.
All Night. That was
Rock and roll all night.
yeah. It was decent. But a lot of their songs sounds like they were made in a nursery school.
Okay. I find Kiss less than mediocre. Yeah. Where's Tom Magnotti? He's the one who loves Kiss.
Ooh. Well, they marketed themselves and with the makeup and the show and that. You're bound to get press.
I remember when I was a freshman in high school, Kiss, everybody's talking about Kiss. Forget about the Beatles. They broke up like 6-7 years ago. Forget about them. Kiss is where it's at. Kiss, Kiss, Kiss. And I remember this movie was on TV. I said, let me see what this is about. What's so great about this group. And I watched this. I was like, this sucks.
It was stupid. But when you get a movie made by Hanna-Barbera, the cartoon makers, well, can't expect too much. You know, shoestring budget.
Hello, George.
George? Talk about the Four Seasons.
Yeah. You know, I always say this. You know, I'm getting rid of my records, and I don't know if the Four Seasons records are going to be keepers or not. They're just something about them. They're just cool. They're vintage. They're 60s. They're nice shape. It's like you just for artifacts reason, you don't want to let them go. Even though I could make do with my 2 CD set when I want to hear them.
You better keep. Don't think twice. That's a gem.
Oh God, that's awful.
Now I have annoyed him.
No, even that doesn't annoy me like Danny does. Oh, Steve Miller Band.
I listened to Three Dog Night earlier today.
Three Dog Night. I like a few songs. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Foreigner. Boston.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh no more. Come on, new Kiss music. The last farewell tour again.
Who's looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Like, ooh, breaking news! Breaking news!
Yeah.
I'd still would like to see that Hermits movie. I've never seen it yet.
Well, even back then, I remember as a 14-year-old saying to myself, "Oh, you know, all he do is spit blood, spew fire, have explosions." I'm like, come on, where's the music? I remember as a kid, that's what I thought even then. But you know, I've come to like some of very little of their stuff, but there must be at least. I don't know if I'd say 10 songs I like, but there's like a good 6, maybe 6 or 7. I don't know if they'll ever re-release the album Hard Play, but it's easy enough to get a copy. At least in my neck of the woods, it is, or online.
You can get 2 versions on colored vinyl.
Yeah, exactly. This is happening to me more and more. It just is, man. I'm really going through that, I'm going through that. Like, do I need this? Do I need that?
It'll do. Yeah.
That song is written by Vinnie Vincent.
I think that's meant to be a joke.
Feel a heat taking you high, heaven's on fire. That's one of my favorite Kiss songs, Doc. Starting to annoy me a little bit, Doc.
You should stop being annoying to me.
Now, see, if I knew what episode that was from, I could look it up and redo that clip.
Well, that one did I do that myself? That one?
Yeah, I think you said you took it off the TV.
Yeah, but I don't worry. For the purposes of this, that's fine to me. I don't care. But some of them, if it's the audio that would bother. Like if the audio is too low, like I can't get the audio up high enough. Like I know there's a Peter Lorre line I want that says, "Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?" Like I want that line, and that's from a movie, some other one I can't remember because of my short-term memory loss these days. I can't remember. There's a couple other movies. I was like, oh, I got to get that dialogue too.
Show us some of your new CDs. By golly, I haven't been buying much.
Well, save them for. No, if you want to see some of that, I don't mind him showing them here, but I'm saying that's a good draw for what to watch Doc's chat.
I know we have 3 of us on there. We almost show what we've gotten lately, like new arrivals. But myself, it's like I basically got everything, so it's really hard for me to buy new stuff anymore. But I'm still waiting on that Anthology 4, though. That's in.
The hell you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
I'm not waiting. I give the guy hell every week. It's just, how can you deny not bringing in one of the best-selling bands of the century and going like, we don't have it in yet?
I want to remind everybody, including Doc, which I know Doc's very good. He's one of my most faithful viewers. You ever give hearts and it says so-and-so has received some of the biggest number of hearts on your comments. Anyway, I got a rant video coming up on my movie channel about something I received in the mail damaged. So it's going to be on my movie channel rant because it has to do with a DVD.
The Sleepwalker episode of The Odd Couple. Is that what the title is?
I'm sorry, what's that? Who?
Oh, I'm reading down.
Oh, you're going down again. That's from the Sleepwalker episode. Yes, it is.
Okay, but is that the title of the episode?
Yeah, I think it's called The Sleepwalker. Yeah, because that's what he's walking in his sleep.
I shall write that down.
Watch the whole episode if you like it. I'm telling you.
Well, I'd have to find the clip.
But this is another one that I need. But I did this myself too. This is another one. Let me do it. That's really bad. You ready?
Yep. Go.
You're kidding.
And by the way, that's the same episode.
Oh, is it? Oh, well,
it's a good episode. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, I guess it has to be from the same episode because.
Can I tell you what it's about, or would you rather be surprised? The Sleepwalker.
It's got the same amount of sunburn.
You don't. If you're not big on The Odd Couple, right?
Not huge.
Well, this is an episode. I'll tell you what it is real quick. Where, Felix is always annoying Oscar all the time, and he starts having a situation where he's suggested to him professionally that he has to try to be nice to Felix. Like, don't let him aggravate you so much. So, I can't just don't get annoyed. Don't hate Felix so much, right? And at one point, he says he serves him breakfast or something, makes Felix breakfast, and it's all wrong, and Felix is getting mad, and he says, "What? He says, well, Felix, I've been trying to see how you feel and realizing that maybe I shouldn't be so annoyed at you anymore. And I realized how you felt about this. As a result, you didn't annoy me so much anymore. And he goes, oh, really? I annoy you? That's a real good job. But I think you got your priorities wrong. Instead of trying not to be annoyed at me,
You should stop being annoying to me.
like he's trying to be nice.
That was a good little.
And then, like, he's in his bedroom getting ready for sleep, and Oscar's in his bedroom, and he's like throwing his shoes, like stifling all his anger and everything. And Felix is in the other room, and he's telling me, Oscar, I just found an article. And he's like, oh, geez, who cares? He goes, yeah, what's the article, Felix? And he's like, I found an article about Bolivian chickens. And they're growing them as big as turkeys these days. And in his room, he's going, you're kidding. He's like he's trying to like be nice. Anyway, it's fucking great. You're kidding. Who cares?
Being razzed by Tim Allen there.
Tim, when are you coming up? You want to come up? I'm going to put a link anyway because I don't know. I got time to be on today actually, so maybe I'll do that.
No, see, like Joe only has like about 5 buttons.
Yeah. That's the thing.
I've got tons of buttons, and I'm hitting the wrong ones. I'm hitting them, and there's like a delay when I hit them. So like the one that you just played had a really nice segue to it. I can't seem to do that. So I hit that dang button, and it's like, well, are you going to play or not? And then the hook is lost.
There it is. I couldn't get my cursor to work because its battery's dead. Well, they're not the original Odd Couple, but they were in the most popular and best Tom version of the Odd Couple, the TV show. Yeah, she was one of the nicest celebrities I've met. Very kind, very sweet. That was before Sex in the City. That's all in this episode, Doc. If you're going to watch one episode, you should watch this.
That's all the same episode, The Sleepwalker?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. So the sleepwalking idea is it's suppressed. He suppresses his hatred for Felix that he starts sleepwalking in his sleep. And he goes into Felix's room in the middle of the night, hits him over the head with a newspaper, goes back into bed because he's stifling all his anger at Oscar. And he sleepwalks and hits him on the head, attacks him every night. Oh, God, it's great.
Well, there's clips everywhere if you listen.
Sure. Yeah, it's been a while since we had multiple people up here, really. So here's another one. Hey, Tim.
Oh no, my nemesis. Oh,
Nemesis. Lulu.
Actually, Jim's nemesis is the Queen.
Yeah.
But when you talk about AI and all that kind of stuff, there are some things that are just hilarious, and that is one of them.
Well, some of them are indeed funny and clever too, and no doubt about it.
So,
Yeah.
is Tim Allen doing Christmas Eve music?
No, I'm not.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Johnny G is. Go watch Johnny G.
The Oddball Couple. I think I remember something about that.
It's like vaguely.
I love you, Tim. I love you.
He's great.
I must say, Roddy McDowell, who's one of my favorites, was great. Let's give a little nod to Roddy McDowell.
Could you put that into words which even Caesar could understand?
It's McDowell with an A. No, if everybody does that, McDowell, and it's an A-L, double L. But everybody does that. You're not the only one. Yeah. And Fright Night, I liked that movie, and at the time I said, "Wow, a modern horror movie that I enjoy." Yeah, a modern horror movie that's going to be 41 years old soon. No, but I do think modern horror movies have gotten better for me. So I think we're on an upswing. We've been on an upswing. Hello, hello, hello. We hope you like our show. Hello, hello, hello. I love when Peter Lorre says to Vincent Price, "You do it your way and I will do it my way." I don't know where that is.
I have to look up Vincent Price, Peter Lorre movies. Try to narrow it down.
Remember, Tim, when you were watching recently the 1935 version of The Raven with Carlo Filagosi, and you were surprised when this line came on the screen.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
Oh,
I don't know. The clip that I'm using of this, he goes away before he says story. His image disappears. The one I had before, I accidentally deleted that one. I had to recapture it. Anyway, I'm using way too many clips on this. I saved those for Danny.
he needs the clips.
Yeah, what's up with this, huh? 62 watching and only 3 likes. Let's get those likes up there. Help me out, everybody. And also, let's get that dollar
more than that. YouTube, a long time ago, they stopped. The words I'm looking for here. They stopped.
Kind of refreshing the like.
Once you hit the like button, it stops showing on your screen other likes. Yours is the last one. YouTube.
I don't have any on here. I mean, it
still works with some people, but most people it doesn't. Like mine, if I'm the first one to hit the like button, that's it. It'll be 1 like for the rest of the.
Really?
It's not. You have 3 likes. I'm sure you have more than 3 likes.
Yeah. When you refresh it, it will be more. But then that number until you refresh it again.
Well, I don't see any dollar things. I don't see anything.
I think it's only for the viewers who see that.
Well, I don't see any. I don't know why that is. I mean, we should be able to see likes ourselves when we do it. You know.
I don't think you do. And
no, we don't. Well, we don't. But I think
it's like that on Stephen Sneed's Ski Lodge. The same number of likes will show up until you refresh the thing.
See, next person sees 21 likes. See, they stop. Once you hit the like button, they stop for you. You don't see anymore.
Well, I know when someone makes a contribution, I can see that here. If anybody wants to. I'm going to say it because it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it'll stay 20 likes until you refresh it again.
Okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, see, it jumps. It jumps.
See?
See?
Yeah.
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 Yes, I know Joe doesn't want to talk about Johnny G, but yeah, he's playing Christmas songs.
Who's Johnny G?
Johnny G's a disc jockey. He's on like 3 times a week. He spins live 45s. He's basically the only person on the internet that does that. And he does a whole show. He has help, and he does a history of the group and all of this stuff. He gives you information. He doesn't just play the record. So, you know.
Tim, did you get my? By the way, I just thought of it. Did you get my little text that I sent you with a photo of a movie that's playing at that theater that I go to?
No.
No, obviously you don't check your messages that often, but you should, because you won't believe it. I could tell you what it is, but it might be more interesting if you look at it and see. I posted the message, the picture of it. Are you able to access it now?
I'll try. I'll try.
Because it's interesting. I think I never thought I'd see this in a movie theater. I may not. I don't think I'm going to go.
Ours needs women.
If Tim can access it. Enough humbug, man, this year. Really, I mean, I don't care this year.
I avoid it.
It's an awful year this year, as far as I'm concerned. An awful season, too. I mean, I know two sets of parents. I know of two sets of parents that were unalived by their own son. Okay, one of them in my life and one of them in public life.
Hmm.
In this month alone, you know.
See, yeah. Wow, Joe. I don't know if I'd go to that. Just
Yeah. Well, I'm not going.
mean,
It's about a half an hour away. I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's not that far, but I mean, I just don't think I'm going to make a special. If they play more than one, if they played a double feature, two of them or something.
yeah, you know, but
But can you imagine that?
I don't think that's such a great film. It's an okay film. It's
No, but I
not,
mean, just the idea that it's a something. It's the touch of her flesh.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's
a drive-in sleaze movie from the 60s.
Yeah. It should at least be a double feature to make it worth your while.
Like beach blanket bingo or something.
No.
Really? Frank Sinatra is number one? Not Bad Bunny?
What song? I mean, Frank Sinatra doesn't have a famous Christmas song aside from Jingle Bells, which has only become famous in the last few years. It never was before.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, if you count that as a film. I don't know, man. I really don't. For me, I mean.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
Mm.
But the thing is, I like the first half better than when they come trying to prove that he's Santa Claus. I like the earlier stuff.
In color.
I will take It's a Wonderful Life. Sorry, but I will.
What are you sorry about? Everybody loves It's a Wonderful Life. I gotten to appreciate it, you know, over the years.
It's a great film.
Just don't say Love Actually, whatever you do.
Ooh.
No, that's number 2.
Because I talked about that with my girlfriend the other day. She got a real kick out of it because she loves that movie.
That's number 2. It's a great film.
She's like, "Oh, maybe
it's not a romance. You didn't pay attention to it if you think it's a romance. It's a film about love. That doesn't mean romance. It's all.
Wait a minute. I honestly don't remember it because it was in 2011 I saw it.
Yeah.
First movie I ever saw with her.
It's a film about love. One guy turns out the love of his life is his manager, and it's not. You know, it's just any kind of love. It just celebrates love, and that's what Christmas is all about, and that's why I like it.
That's what. Oh. Surprise.
There you go.
Mm. Well, at least your store got it in.
They're okay.
Nothing to get out
of. I think the only reason most people know about them is what they say before their biggest song. You know, they say the MF thing, and in 1966 or 67, whenever that was, you didn't do that, and I think that's the only reason they're famous, to be honest. But anyway,
I see, said the blind man. So what's going on, folks? Come on, let's go. Questions.
Yeah. So where's that stand-up thing that Mikey Irregular gave to you?
Oh, I got it. I'll stand it up over here on top of my record.
Way over there, yes.
You can't see it from here. I was going to put it on top of this white box here, the mono box. Maybe you could see it in there. I have no room. I can't get anywhere around here. You have no idea what this room looks like. That I'm very carefully camouflaging around here. You have no idea. Can't move.
Lightly. Stuff on the floor, you know, it's a mess.
I can't get. I got my Frank Sinatra the Reprise collection CD box over here. Never play that.
Oh, so somebody's taken Frank Sinatra and done one of these, Natalie Cole things. Great. I could care.
Sure.
Not my thing.
You're kidding!
Could you make out that he said, "Who cares?" at the end of that?
Yeah, I have to fix some of Peter Boothroyd's stuff because sometimes it either goes over or doesn't go. I have to re-edit some of his stuff. So
Thanks, Douglas.
well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah.
Anybody here, Tim?
New records, I generally don't. And I know that's not a good thing, but I don't. They're clean enough.
On the very rare occasions where I put a record on my turntable, I have a carbon fiber brush and I let it go around a little bit, get the dust off.
But if it's a thrift store record, I clean it.
Yeah, I don't really have any opinion on Lee Marvin.
He doesn't sing very well.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't sing very well at all, though. He's okay. I don't love him.
He poses nice on Band on the Run.
You get that, Tim?
Yeah.
And people think so. I just figure that's for you.
I don't think I know that movie, though.
Ding Dong is all right. Now, I know people are going to say it's not a Christmas song, it's a New Year's song. I think it fits the holiday fun. You got jingle bells in it and stuff. But
Yeah, but it's
holiday
the old ring and the new, and that's Old Lang Syne, which is New Year's. But
oh, come on. It's still a holiday song, Christmas and New Year. Every people say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. It's the festive season. Come on, Scrooge Allen.
Well, no, I was trying to work out how bad it would be if you made a solo Beatles Christmas album, and it would be 50% Ringo, which maybe isn't the best. George would only have the one song on it.
Well, that's one more than some other rock artists.
And you'd have to put Yoko on it too. Yoko would have to be on it. Just get a 12-song album.
Is excellent. Listen to Snow and
No,
Snowing.
I'm just saying most people don't.
I'm
like
reacting
Yoko.
to Doc, not you.
I think it's an excellent song.
Reacting to Doc.
Paul has 3. John and Yoko together have 2, and George has 1. Ringo has like a dozen. So,
he's got a whole album. Yes,
I know.
Paul has
3.
At least 3.
I only know 3.
What has he got, Paul? He's got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reggae. He's got Wonderful Christmas Time, and he's got his lousy version of the Christmas song where he leaves out turkey.
Yeah.
And I think there's something else with him too.
I think that's it. And supposedly there's he made a Christmas album at one point and he's just giving it to friends and family and stuff. But other than that, there's nothing.
Why do they have jingle bells like rattling while he's singing the song?
Well, he wanted it to become a Christmas standard, but it just didn't work out. I never hear it.
And Ringo's song, At Least I Want to Be Santa Claus, if nothing else, should be played on the Christmas stations.
Well, I think his version of the Beatles Christmas song should be played. I think that's great. Christmas time is here again.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's better than the released Beatle version. It's not better than the unreleased Beatle version, but it's better than what we got from the Beatles camp.
O-U-T spells out?
Yeah, it's great.
Better than that?
But I don't think Ringo sings that part. I think Ringo doesn't do that part.
They do say that in the song, in Ringo's version at one point.
Yeah, I think at the very end, maybe, but they don't. Which, I mean, That's the.
And I think that's supposed to be that we learned from Queenie Eye. I think that's supposed to be the game that they played when you Paul's Queenie Eye song, or UT spells out. He it's what they used to say, the common game, kids game. I think that might have something to do with it. Just a theory.
You learn something.
You know what I wish McCartney would have done? Maybe after the Beatles split up, fleshed out those 2 bits of songs we had on the last couple of Beatles Christmas albums and turned those into whole Christmas
Yeah,
songs.
I like those. Those are nice.
Good, I think. They were both pretty good, and they should have fleshed them out as whole songs.
That would be a nice project for him. If he could somehow do that. Imagine if he could do that, like, or just flesh, like, not sing it again. I mean, take the recordings and somehow elongate.
But he'd have to do verses, and there's not really verses, especially the one. The one doesn't have really anything. It's just, but it's a nice idea.
Well, neither does Christmas Time Is Here Again. Really,
Ain't been around since last year.
So fellas, I don't know about that. It's Christmas and you're not here.
Christmas.
You know what I like? I don't care, the Christmas dance. I have a lot of fun with that song. It's just a fun, happy hootenanny song. At Christmas dance. Yeah, the Christmas. Yeah, these are all private jokes, unless you know the Doc Docus show.
Yeah. She doesn't attack me. She just annoys me.
Breaks all your records, steals your chair, keeps Elvis in the corner.
At Christmas dance.
I've got 2 new ones that have to do with Paul's Christmas tree.
I don't like this song too much, but probably Ronettes for me.
Oh yeah, no, the Ronettes. To me, that's one of the best albums ever made. Maybe even in my top 10. Not even Christmas albums, just albums.
Tim, you and I agree on that one. Hey, give me a fist bump for that.
Yeah.
That's not a fist bump. That's what I like.
No, the best thing Phil Spector ever did, just about, is Phil Spector.
At Christmas dance. This time I'm gonna ask you, do or die.
Nobody likes the Jackson 5's I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, man.
That's my favorite.
No, the Jackson 5 up on the housetop. I'm sorry, up on the housetop is the Jackson 5's best. It's just
I have to hear that. I don't know it.
Oh, it's great. It's the best.
Now I'm gonna tell my dad.
Santa Claus is going. Now I'm going to say something. Nobody here likes Joan Jett, but I was thinking of something. Joan Jett did do a version of Little Drummer Boy, which I don't like, by the way.
I love it.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like. I said that to cover my ass, but I'm glad somebody likes it. But I was thinking, she loves Chuck Berry, and she's rock. Don't you think it would be cool? Think about it a little bit. Joan Jett doing a Run Rudolph version. Out of all the reindeer, you're the mastermind.
When you see her, talk to her. Suggest.
Huh?
She could. It's just there's already so many versions of that. It's like, why?
There are.
Bother at this point. There's
How many versions of Little Drummer Boy are there? Gotta be more.
None like hers. All of the Run Rudolph runs sound kind of like Joan Jett would do it. None of the Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, yeah, I never heard of the other one. I could just imagine. Man, I wish she would have done that one. That's perfect for her. There's still time if you're watching, John. There's still time. She did a good version of Jeepster recently. Well.
I did a whole CD once of Joan. It's just Joan Jett. I forget what I called it, but it's just covers because she's done enough covers easily to fill up an 80-minute CD.
Well, she has definitely, but because I like her so much, or I used to, like that's I used to really love her a lot. I like a lot of non-covers that she does as well, but she's got so
me
many.
too. But,
I mean, forget it, man. There's so many covers. Uh-oh, the Queen.
Yeah, don't never leave your chair alone.
She's gonna take your chair. Look out.
oh, Joan Jett sings the hits. I called it.
Did you ever show me this?
Maybe. There's the back cover. There's all.
Let me blow. Yeah, I do have blown. Let me see this. Hold it there, Louis, little drum boy. Oh, what's that? The EMI. Oh, that's good. You got the EMI one on there too, which is pretty cool. Pretty Vacant. Wow, you got a lot of stuff on it. She does a lot of great covers, doesn't she?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. The inside, I think.
Pretty
just
Vacant.
like the outside. There's the disc and.
Yeah, nice.
Hits.
Nice. Hey, look, it's Ringo drinking again for the holidays.
What's happening? He's back.
Yeah, Joan Jett's in the Hall of Fame. Why not Lita Ford? Yeah, I guess I understand. A lot of people who don't even think Joan Jett should be there. I do, but that's another. Not just because I like her, but I think she really influenced a lot of women and stuff, and women influenced her as well. By the way, is Susie Quattro in the Hall of Fame?
No, I don't think
That's
so.
insane. She influenced Joan Jett, stole her look and her act, really.
Yeah, no, she should be in there.
They'd rather put in Garth Brooks than Susie Quattro.
I'd rather put in Snoop Dogg these days. I love the Pogues Christmas song.
I love the Waitress's Christmas song. Christmas Wrapping.
Ooh. Must be AI, this thing.
I like other Susie Quattro songs other than Stumbling In.
Oh yeah. No, she does a song called what's it? Oh God, I can't think of. I'm old.
Welcome to the club.
Tear Me Apart. Tear Me Apart. About 75, I think. Fantastic song. God, it's just. I mean, Joan Jett must have heard that and said, "Okay, here we go."
Hey, listen, you ever hit what, Doc?
I was going to say, I don't know whether you put up Curtis's comment there about the Beach Boys have a nice Christmas album. A Little Saint Nick is his favorite.
Yeah, but you know how I feel. You got to have the chimes repeating.
Yeah, you need the single version. The album version.
Whatever. This week I saw a animated video to that song. It was kind of cute.
Yeah, it came out a few years ago.
Oh, okay. That came up in my recommended this week, and I watched it.
And it is the single version on the video, which is what you want.
Did you ever hear Susie Quattro's cover of Glad All Over?
Yeah, I think so.
The beginning's got a Joan Jett scream at the beginning. Wow.
Well, it's probably why Joan Jett did bits and pieces. It's probably because Susie Quattro did Glad All Over.
You don't think because she liked J Club 5? I don't get into this whole thing too about I'm not saying you, Drunk Ringo, but when people say, "Oh, will this sell good?" It doesn't matter whether it sells great or not. I mean, I don't get that whole thing. People might say, "Well, what do you mean? If something doesn't sell, why would they release it?" And I say this all the time, and now I'm at a loss, like Tim said, to remember. Every time I see these odd freaking box sets and things that are out by people that are not that. No matter what I say, people are going to say, "Well, I like them." I always use the Trogs as the poor example. A Trogs box set, Bobby Fuller 4 box set. You're telling me they can't put out Back to the Egg? It's just ridiculous.
But,
I mean,
they're not doing those box sets anymore, and they're not. If they are being done, they're being done by small little labels.
Which ones? You mean the ones I mentioned? Like,
yeah. I don't know of a Trog set past the year.
Whatever it is, I've heard this. I don't buy this argument. I've never have. I always said they've done that with DVDs too. They used to do it. I used to want to see all these movies. Used to have them out.
And the guy running Apple, I mean, I know it's nothing to do with McCartney, it's the Beatles, but the guy running Apple is just a completely non-physical media guy. So
well, as of up to now, that's true. And it's unlike, I know who you're quoting and who you're thinking of. I made a video on it, I think, if you watched them. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's not going to bend his rules or his ways, make an exception for the Beatles. Just because he's never done it, he doesn't usually have done it in his track record in the past, right? It may be unlikely, but I don't always look at it like that, like there's going to be no more archive McCartney sets because they haven't done them in a while and it never went this long. Okay.
Well, the last ones didn't sell that well, so no, I don't.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. It matters to these huge companies that have to pay off their stockholders. It matters.
Well, I just got done, and every time I turn around, I see other less bankable than McCartney, a McCartney solo set coming out. So that's why I don't buy it. And these people. I'm not saying that they don't think that way. They do. What I'm saying that they're wrong and misguided sometimes for thinking that way. Flaming Pie didn't, whatever it was. I don't know what the last one was. Was it Flaming Pie?
I think it was.
I don't remember the last one didn't sell that well. Okay. Well, maybe a London Town would. It's a stupid attitude. Wings, people, they get this stupid thing up. No, not going to sell anymore if that's what they're thinking, And, that's very stupid. And you know what I say about stupidity, don't you?
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
Finally, Joe is annoyed.
No, we put out Wildlife. It didn't sell well. We're not going to put out. I think a good example. Venus.
Physical media was still selling. Physical media was even still selling when they put out Flaming Pie, but it's not selling now, and it's not enough. Not enough for them to care. Not enough.
Well, I'm saying that I think they're wrong. You're correct.
Well, I'm not saying they're not wrong. They're wrong, but that's the reason it's not selling.
Define not selling.
Different company.
Unfortunately, unlike the DVDs and movies and stuff, it's harder for record, especially a big record label with somebody like the Beatles or somebody like that. It's hard to lease it to somebody else. A little company would love to do it, but
we'll get DJ on the phone.
Get the chance, unfortunately.
I mean, why'd they bother putting out Anthology 4 if there's no, things like that. If there's no, they don't sell.
I think that was the last gasp before the new guy came.
I've heard this before with things over and over and over. I heard it with, movies. I heard it with VHS tapes of the Universal Monsters. Oh, and they put out Island of Lost Souls that didn't sell that well. But then they put it on Laser, and they put it on Blu-ray, and they put it on DVD. They wind up coming out usually. I don't know. It's hard for me to believe.
Not anymore. I just don't. I think as far as the majors are concerned, physical media is over, which is a shame. It's horrible, but I think that's the way they think.
Well, that's the way they think to some degree. Why did we get the wing set recently?
Christmas time.
No, it's the soundtrack to the film. They're trying. They are. It's not like they're not trying to keep these people because it's free money to them at this point. So but they're not going to put out major stuff, and You know, and there's nothing else in print. This is the other thing. Everybody gets mad at me because we didn't need the new Wings set because we've got Wings Greatest and we've got all the best and we've got Wingspan, and those are all out of print. So we don't have those. So
And
yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's true. Things, and I think when people say that, like, you know, who's we, you know, the old timers. I mean, there's always new generations. It's good to recycle the stuff over and over again for new generations and put it out again fresh and remastered. I didn't do a proper review yet on the Wings thing. I'm going to do that. And I was happy, like they put the entire full Junior's Farm on it again, because one of the last times it was on was edited, you know, the edited version. And it was on Wings Greatest full, but that was in 78.
Yeah. Same thing with A Little Luck, which is still edited. It's like, why? Why?
There's not enough room on that CD to make it fit.
Well, some things I do understand. As much as I like the full With a Little Luck, I do think that one for radio, I can understand that being cut a little.
Yeah,
but
it never. I could understand putting out the edited single version if it came out as a standard single version that way, but it didn't. Just giving us the DJ version seems wrong. Like Silly Love Songs, there was a DJ version. It was like 3.5 minutes long. Why aren't we putting that on all of the things? Band on the Run had a DJ version. Dat had a DJ version. Why aren't we getting those?
Well, they did put out on this new Wings comp. They did put out the DJ version of Venus and Mars and Rock Show. Which
Well, no, that was the single version. The single version
was
the same.
Single version. Whatever.
So that was commercially released. So at least, I mean, it's terrible, but it was, you know, commercially released.
Yeah. Well, these are all nitpicks, but you know,
Luck wasn't. Silly Love Songs wasn't. Band on the
bottom line is, I don't buy. The thing is, to me, people are still buying. I believe it's in billions still of like CDs, Blu-rays, all these things they say don't sell, but it's not as much as it was, right? I don't know what the numbers are, but if it was 10 billion a while ago, now it's like 1 billion. But it's still not like nothing, you know. It's still not like $100 or, you know,
there's still people in the record store. Some of them line up for a record store day. People still want it.
Yeah, not as many, not everybody. Yeah, but still, I don't get. That's what drives me nuts. The analogy I used to do is they always want to hit. These companies want to hit a home run every time. They don't want to do like a home run here, a home run there, a double, a single, a bunt. They don't want to do that. It has to always be a home run out of the park. Every single time.
That's it. And they only want to sell current stuff. And this is one of the problems. And I don't know how this started, but once upon a time, very few things went on a print. You go to a record store and buy, you know, I go to a record store and buy Venus and Mars. I go to a record store and buy Ram. I could go to a record store and buy friggin' Gone Tropo. You know, you can't anymore. Things are in print for a limited amount of time and then they're gone. And then they're like, well, we're not selling as many CDs anymore. Well, I guarantee half the records and CDs that they used to sell weren't chart stuff, weren't current stuff. It was back catalog stuff. Back catalog stuff has all but disappeared. And that's a huge amount of income that they're losing. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. They all own streaming services and they all want you to just stream.
See what Drunk Ringo started? Very happy with himself. But yeah. It's always been a thing that got me, because I can remember, like, you know, I used to be on like movie before there was the internet, like YouTube and stuff. I used to go on like forums where you write, and I remember there was a guy that was a representative from some video company. I can't remember now what it was, whether it was MGM. He was from somewhere. And I remember like him saying, nobody wants these movies anymore. Nobody cares about these movies anymore. And it was like during the end of Laserdisc and DVDs were coming in. So then I used to like throw it in his face. Like, you know, it was a bunch of us regulars that would talk like, and I'd say, hey, wait a minute. You see, they just put out XYZ. on Laserdisc. Why? And he'd say, this is a guy that this is his profession, and he'd say, well, they're putting the odds and the last odds and ends, giving you it's going to update later. Well, Joe, they're giving us, the last gasp of stuff, Laserdisc before Laserdisc dies. That's all. You're not going to see it on DVD. That's for sure. And ultimately, we did. And now it's like, well, we got it on DVD, but and I love when they repeat their same doubts.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it on DVD, but now they're trying to phase out DVDs. But you'll not see this stuff all on Blu-ray, that's for sure. I've got it all on Blu-ray eventually.
Every time a format changes, there's a little less. There's less on DVD than was on VHS. There's less on Blu-ray that was on DVD. There's way less on 4K that's been on DVD. Every time there's less and less and less movies. And this is a wrap. I was going to save this for tomorrow if we do the movie show, but I'll do it now. I can do it
Monday.
If you want. But I'm tired of all these. It's always younger people too, for the most part. These movie channels going, well, this came out on Blu-ray 10 years. It's due for an upgrade. They should remaster this and do it again. And I'm like, well, what about all of the hundreds of thousands of movies that we don't have? I would rather see them put their time into that than, this Blu-ray is 10 years old. It needs an upgrade now.
I agree with you.
No,
definitely,
we need this out that's never been on Blu-ray. It's never even been on DVD. We need this. We don't need.
Well, wait a minute, though. I agree with you 1,000% as a fan. But then again, like you were saying before, speaking as a businessman and stuff, it makes more sense to upgrade Star Wars or whatever it is on 4K again, or Wizard of Oz again on 4K, that are money makers. That I get, too. I always understood.
I get it, but as a fan, but these aren't businessmen making these videos. These are fans, and fans. If you're a movie fan, you should want movies, not 20 copies of the same movie, but movies. But that's the way fans are. They want 20 copies of the same movie, and they'll buy it again and again if they keep putting it out. And I don't understand it.
I like Pissed Off Tim too.
But
I'm not the only one. That's why
there are literally millions of films that never even made VHS, let alone DVD or Blu-ray.
But I gotta say, well, then again, you know all that stuff, and you like all that stuff, whether it's old, obscure, noir or Western or something like that. But I think it's pretty. We've got pretty. I think it's hard to find a movie that's never been on VHS, even. Really, I mean, a lot of
there's lots of lost films. I know there's nothing we can do about that.
Does anybody ever remember the Henry Aldrich series? Anybody ever hear of that or remember it by Paramount?
I know it from radio. I've heard it from radio. I've never heard it or seen it on television, or movies, or whatever.
Well, like I said, I love Dylan, but I think that album's. I just think it's a disgrace. I think it's funny as hell, unintentionally funny. That's just my opinion.
I like it. I know. Me and American Sam, I think, are the two people in the world that like that album.
I mean, I get a kick out of it. I worked at the post office, at the beginning of the morning, before we went out to deliver our mail. We used to have to rack our mail, put it organized. And I brought in the CD, and they play it and pump it through. It would pump through the main lobby and everything. And it would be like, I'll be over great man. You can count. And I'm like laughing my ass off. Like, it's one thing if when he sings like it must be Santa or something, that's just fun and crazy. So it's okay. In a way, it's funny seeing Dylan sing that. But when he's doing like for me, do you hear what I hear? Or I'll be home for Christmas. So I don't know what else he was doing. I forget. Other serious songs like that cracks me up. What's this? Oh, I hope you get some money for them. I thought if you want to sell them.
Don't tell Mikey.
Oh, come on with this stuff, man. Really, I mean, Dylan, come on. But people seem to like it, though. What are you going to do? Again, if people enjoy it, they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Henry Aldridge, coming, mother.
I
That
just
was
think
like
if you can't walk anymore,
What?
and you can't stand, it may be time to retire from touring. That's what I think.
Yeah, I want some Henry Aldridge. There's one I want. Henry Aldridge Haunts a House. That's the horror one. That's never been out anywhere. You can't find it anywhere. You can't even find like a 16 millimeter VHS or DVD copy of a 16 millimeter print.
That's the one he wants the most.
Henry Aldridge Wants a House.
Everything's out, Joe.
Yeah,
You just everything was out.
And it gets me because I mean, then you get people that hoard it, like Disney, that's got the Fox catalog or something like that. And DVD. I still am a fan of DVDs. I mean, on DVD at times looks fine to me still.
Oh, I just watched the Laserdisc, so I mean, it's good enough to me.
Well, this has been going for a long time now, Dylan. Yeah, Henry Aldridge. Yeah.
No, I disagree with that. I think he sounded more like the Byrds half the time than he did Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, I like Tom Petty a lot.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen had his Dylan period in the late 80s, early 90s there. He started singing like this all the time. And it's like, what are you doing?
Well, like I said, the problem with this, Gary, is that, there's a lot of people, he still sells out places and people still having a good time. God knows we've seen a lot of reports from Andy Nichols, Tom Hunyadi, and the group Beatley Tone, and they're having a great time. They're still enjoying themselves,
Yeah.
I mean, I get both sides of it. I really do, but
yeah,
they seem to have a good time, and with the people, this band singing with Paul, and
at least he still has his health. I'm not even talking voice issues. I'm talking Dylan. The curtain opens and he's sitting at the piano because he can't walk out there, and when the curtain closes and then they wheel him out. That's when it gets to be that bad. I think it's it might be time to hang it up.
I saw Dylan. I saw a clip of him. I think it was Garden Party he did recently, and it was very, very enjoyable, I thought.
I saw him. I think it was early last year at Farm Aid, and he actually played guitar. He was leaning on a stool playing guitar, and Mike Campbell was Mike Campbell's band that he was playing with, and Mike Campbell never got more than like 3 or 4 feet away from him because it looked like he was going to fall over the whole time. So Mike Campbell just sat right next to him in case he fell over, and it was sad. It's just sad.
Well, I know this always gets a rise out of Tim, I think.
I know. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
No, it's not, and that's not a Christmas movie. I've said it many times.
This guy thinks White Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Christmas needs to be a major part of the story, not just the setting. To be a Christmas,
I don't think, and even though It's a Wonderful Life goes down good for Christmas, so much of it is just dealing with his uncle and all this other stuff.
Yeah, but it takes place on Christmas. The whole thing is a flashback until the end of the movie. The flashback is Christmas Eve, so it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but what the thing with Paul is, there are sometimes I've heard him sing, and he sounds better than other times. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of of him doing "Getting Better" on some clip. He sounded good. I forget where it was. Sometimes I hear him do "Help," it sounds like crap. Other times I hear him do "Help," it sounds good.
But at least he's
I don't
not
know.
using auto tune and all of that stuff live like a lot of people are. Ugh.
But I will defend him again because I've seen clips, and it's like, again, when you're there and you're at the show and everybody's together, and he's out there, the living legend, and he's got his health, and he's still getting into it for his age. I could see getting really overwhelmed. A lot of people had really good experiences. Mick 64. If Netflix gets Warner Brothers, that will take MGM Warner Brothers back out of the physical media market.
Yep.
Well, that's why it's important. As long as we have, that's how I feel, Tim. I don't know about you. As long as we have our discs copies now, whether it's whatever you like, whether it's laser, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever you have a physical copy, you're good.
Exactly.
For the rest of your life.
If we don't have it, we'll make our own.
Because right now Netflix doesn't have a movie on it made before 1975, so that's
that
a
could
problem.
change.
But I mean, I've heard both. I've heard two stories. I've heard the head of Netflix say that if we acquire Warner Brothers, it's just as an asset, and we're going to let them run just as they've always run. So we'll see. Which I'm worried about Warner Archive because they do great work, and I don't want to see them shut down. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, Well, anyway, I really got to. I'm having a good time here, but I don't like them going on too long. So, plus I got to get some dinner, and I also just want to tell everybody again, if you like rant videos, I'm going to be preparing a rant video. It's a good one about what we're talking about a damaged item I just got today in the mail. And it's going to be, because it's movie related, it's going to be on my Mr. Cinemayo channel. Rant videos can be anywhere. Join the trifecta. Subscribe to the Mayo trifecta. Maybe there's a Mayo trilogy trifecta. Me and Mr. Mayo. Mr. Cinemayo. Mayo loves Mondays. I gotta not say this too loud because as I'm saying this, I hear squeaking upstairs, and I'm like, I don't want them to know the channels. I don't want them watching them in case I rant about them. Anyway, thank you, Doc Docus. Thank you, Tim Allen.
You're welcome
for being here as always. Thanks everybody out there. Let's see where are we at right now here. Today's Saturday. Sunday tomorrow with Doc Docus will be on his channel. You can check that out.
Same time, basically, yes.
Same
Put it on
time.
your calendar. And Tim will be with us too.
Yeah. And Monday we're gonna do hopefully the movie show on my Mr. Cinemayo channel, which is now Tim. The channel does not have a new name. It's still Mr. Cinemayo, but I decided I'm going to call the chat something along the lines of Mayo's Monday Movies, or Monday Movies with Mayo, or something like that, because I never wanted to put Monday in that title because I didn't, in case we ever couldn't do them on Mondays anymore for some reason, it had to be another day. So, but that's what I'm going to call it. So anyway, so that's over there. If you belong to
subscribe.
What?
Just subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to all three channels, man. You never know what the hell.
Whatever title he chooses, it still comes up. So don't worry about it.
I haven't really changed it, although I went back to Mayo Loves Mondays again from Mayo's Retired Life.
Yeah.
So anyway,
just hit the subscribe and the little thumbs uppy thing, just do it all.
All right, folks. So that's really good, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheerio.